Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Luka Doncic. And it's LeBron James. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the first one drops.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And James drills them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. To the middle, and stolen by Wembanyama. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
First free throw is good.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts, and that's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. So they're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Pass to Jokic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 5 now.
The guard attributes on display there. Luka was one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Here's Antetokounmpo, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
You know, Giannis wants to get a few steps closer, but he's worked really hard to make this mid-range shot more consistent.
James, a screen on Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3-ball. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 2. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And really a surprising amount of defense being played here tonight.
There really is. I mean, what's gotten into these guys? Usually it's all offense all the time in this game. I like that they're going at it like this. It looks more realistic.
James, no good.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Mobley sets the pick for Cunningham. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. LeBron outside. And they recover it. Back to Doncic. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Doncic has got 7 points.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Mobley makes it off the glass.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here's Halliburton. They trail by 1. Pass to Cunningham. Now Mobley. And it's Luka with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Jokic with the bucket.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Halliburton. The West also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Jokic. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for James. Mobley dishes to Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander against Cunningham. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And here's Mitchell from the arc.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. West All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
And he can't hit the second. The East trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score, and Doncic gets it to go.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Mitchell looking it over. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Looking to end the run. In the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wembanyama. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Davis. Some nice passing here by the West. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic outside. Davis setting the pick for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Giannis kicks to Cunningham. For the three, Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Hands it from downtown.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. He's off on that one, and we reach the end of the first quarter. West All-Stars out in front, leading by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Anthony Edwards out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Davis. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Now Halliburton after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
West All-Stars ball.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Banchero. And West also making a switch. James checked in for Williamson. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to LeBron. Curry on the wing. Bounce pass Davis. Outside Edwards. The tray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Halliburton passes to Mitchell. And here is Brown, the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Moves back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick Jokic continuing to add to his legacy.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The West All-Stars on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressively.
First trip to the line for him here. That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Jokic from deep. Here's James. James gets inside and finishes.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now here's Tatum. And another miss by the East.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And so Brown will bring it up for the East All-Stars. 9-point game. Here's Halliburton. And no good, trying to use the glass. Nice lead and looking confident.
And they've got a chance to push it to double digits.
Good on the three-point shot.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Here are the East All-Stars. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Embiid with a screen on James. Brown, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Edwards, no good. The East trail by 12. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
All-Stars ball.
The East making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the West. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mitchell outside. Launches it. Antetokounmpo, no good. The West leading by 12. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis with a screen on Halliburton. Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Embiid with a screen on Davis. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Embiid with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Clock at 6. Teardrop shot. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. The East trail by 14. Giannis with it. 9 points in the game so far. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Embiid. Kate Cunningham comes in for Mitchell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Halliburton. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Towns. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Brunson. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:24 left in the first half. Doncic outside. Forcing his way inside.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the East. They trail by 14. Giannis dishes to Cunningham. The 3 drops in the tray. Cunningham's got 6 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Now Giannis after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Towns trying to get open.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Cunningham sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. This one for 3. The West All-Stars pull it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so we conclude the first half. West All-Stars lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
We've got Tatum. Cunningham is out there with Halliburton. Then there's Mobley. And it's Giannis in at the 4. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. James, the pass to Doncic. Mobley with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Halliburton. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Halliburton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Doncic. From outside the arc, Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tatum passes to Halliburton. Good ball movement here by the East. Cunningham up top, guarded by Doncic.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That doesn't go either for Doncic.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Mobley, a screen on James. Cunningham for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 9.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Cunningham looking it over. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. East grabs the miss.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Halliburton, no good. The West leading by 8. James finds Doncic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Doncic has got 14 points.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Loves showing up for the team and just playing the game.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Halliburton. Cunningham drives in. Mobley kicks to Tatum. Three-pointer. Mobley misses.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Doncic finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside. On the wing, James. Jokic sets the screen for James. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Jason Tatum.
LeBron deals with a ton of physical defense, and he dishes out some physical contact too. But that's why he works so hard on his body. I mean, you might foul him, but you're not going to push him around. No way, Jose.
The East trail by 12. Cunningham outside. Fires it up. And another miss by the East.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it.
All-Stars ball.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Edwards is checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jokic with the screen on Mitchell. And here's Edwards from the arc. The West again cannot hit. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the West All-Stars.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
All free throws good from Doncic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Mitchell passes to Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Wembanyama. Edwards with the screen for Wembanyama. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
The East All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. The West leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Now the East All-Stars with it. And Halliburton slams it in.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
Edwards looking it over. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Halliburton finds Mitchell. Mobley wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And now just a 4-point West All-Star lead. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Doncic. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
He splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe.
Embiid, he's checked in for the East. Jaylen Brown comes in for Cade Cunningham. The West also making some changes. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Zion Williamson comes in for Doncic. And Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Davis against Giannis. Davis with some nice D.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Mitchell against Edwards. Kicks it out to Williamson. Drills it from outside. And now it's an 8-point West All-Star lead.
Well, when Zion is hitting jumpers, it's almost unfair.
Pass to Embiid. Good defense by Jokic. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Curry against Halliburton. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Giannis outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the West All-Stars up by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. James is out there with Williamson. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Davis in at the center position. Here's Edwards, just 5 to shoot. And Tatum pulls it down.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Brunson, no good. The West leading by 7. Here's Edwards. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Here's Brunson. Good on the jump shot. Brunson's got his first 2 points of the night. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. LeBron outside. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Unable to get that one. Good D by Embiid. Edwards against Mitchell. From the arc. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williamson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. James a screen on Brunson. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Now here's Brunson. Tatum with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Out to Brunson. Sweet move. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Tatum. The West again cannot hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
The East trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Trying to end the drought. Edwards can't hit. Brunson finds Giannis. The West grabs the miss. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Missed inside. Inside and stolen by LeBron. Fast break, here comes the West. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%. And it's Brunson missing. The West leading by 7. Outside Edwards. Pass to LeBron. Down low. And Davis can't get it to go.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And he makes the first. And some changes here for the East. Evan Mobley's checked in for Joel Embiid, and Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The West also making some changes. Jokic is checked in for Anthony Davis. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Zion Williamson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Edwards. Halliburton's checked in for Donovan Mitchell.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. Doncic, bounce pass. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. Jokic kicks to Doncic. Floats it up for Jokic. And stolen by Mobley. And here we go. The East with a fast break. Cunningham outside. Poked away. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Doncic. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
James against Tatum. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 6. Mobley sets the pick for Halliburton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
LeBron passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Tatum dishes to Antetokounmpo. Cunningham outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yes, sir. Kay Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
LeBron passes to Jokic. James looking it over. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Mobley kicks to Cunningham. And right through it goes.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And that one is good. And the West leads by 7. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Good find from Jokic. Fantastic at getting that rock to teammates on time, on target.
Cunningham finds Mobley. Halliburton. And another miss by the East. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. And the shot is good. And it's a 10-point West All-Star lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Driving in. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by the East.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Connects from 3-point range. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
And the presentation